Hello children, welcome to the virtual session of the chapter Fiber to Fabric, chapter number 3. So let us see what are we going to do today. We are going to see additional question based on the chapter. So let us start. Filling the blanks. Question number 1. Wool is obtained from the dash of sheep or yak. So the answer is fleece or hair. Silk fibers come from dash of the silk moth, cocoons. Third one, yak wool is common in dash and dash, Tibet and Ladakh. Silk fibers are made up of a dash, that is protein. Lima dash and dash found in South America also yield wool, that is lima and alpaca. So you are going to take down this additional question and answers in your notebook very neatly. I hope you are writing, children. So let's go for next. Question 2, true or false? The fur or hair on the body of camels is also used as wool. So is it true? Yes, true. Second one, caterpillars should be collected with bare hands. False. So you should be careful while collecting caterpillars. So you should never touch with bare hands. Third one, weavers weave silk threads into silk cloth. True. For obtaining silk, moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk threads. Isn't it? Yes, true. So, moths are collected, they are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk. So, you obtain silk from the cocoon. That's why it is true. Fifth one, a female silk moth lays one egg at a time. No, because you have seen silk moth lays many eggs at a time. So, please kindly write in your notebook. Along with the statement, you have to say true or false. Next question, number 3. Which parts of the black sheep have wool? So, the hairy skin of the sheep has wool. Fourth one, what is meant by the white fleece of the lamb? The white fleece of the lamb means white color, hairy skin. I hope you are writing in your notebook. Fifth one, what is sericulture? The rearing of silkworms for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Next, question number 6. What is the scientific name of mulberry? Scientific name of mulberry is Morus alba. Name some animals which gives us wool. Sheep, goat and yak, they give us wool. Which country, question number 8, which country leads the world in silk production? So, China leads the world in silk production, as you all know. Please do write in your notebook, children. Is silk a good conductor of heat? So, what is silk? Silk is a protein fiber. It is made up of protein and therefore it's a non-conductor of heat. So, it will not conduct heat. That's why, because silk is made up of protein fiber. So, now you go for next. Shall we now? Yes. Question number 10. What do you mean by yarn? Yarn is a long continuous thread that is made up of fiber. So, please take it down in your notebook. Question number 11. Name some Indian breed of sheep. Lohi, Rampur Bushehr, Nalli, Bakarwal, Marwari and Pathanwadi. These are the name of some of the Indian breed of sheep. Please take it down in your notebook. What are the different types of silk? Question number 12. There are mulberry silk, tussar silk, eri silk, muga silk, etc. So these are the various types of silk you get, depending upon the source of from where you get the silk fiber. These are the different types. So please take down. We'll go for next. Question number 13. Define spinning. So what is spinning? The process of making yarn from fibers is called spinning. So please take down this definition. Question number 14. What is the most common silk moth? So the most common silk moth is the mulberry silk moth. As you all know, you have learned the life cycle of the silk moth and where they grow, what they eat, and where they survive. You all have studied that. So they live on the leaves of the mulberry tree. So mulberry silk moth is the most common silk moth. What do you understand by wool? So what do you understand? It's a fiber obtained from sheep, goat, yak and some other animals. Question number 16. What do you mean by occupational hazards? So what is the occupational hazards? Means the risk factor actually when the laborers work in those industries of manufacturing wool and silk and all. So they have the occupational hazards. So risks faced by the workers in any industry are called as occupational hazards. I hope you are writing, children. Now question number 17. What is cocoon? The caterpillar completely covers itself by silk fibers and turns into pupa. This covering is known as cocoon. So this process where uh, it, caterpillar turns into pupa, and then what happened? Completely cover itself by silk fiber. This covering is known as cocoon. So from where you get silk fibers from? Cocoon. Where does Angora wool come from? Question number 18. Angora wool is obtained from Angora goats found in hilly regions such as Jammu and Kashmir. Please take it down. Question number 19. What are silkworms? The female silk moth lays eggs from which hatch larvae, which are called caterpillars or silkworm. I hope you are writing, children. What is weaving? So again you are defining here weaving. Weaving is a process of arranging two sets of yarns together to make a fabric. So weaving is a process of setting arrangement for making yarns and together to make a fabric. So you get a fabric from yarn. So weaving is a process of arranging two sets of yarn together to make a fabric. Not a single yarn will give you fabric. You have to arrange them. So according to the arrangement of the yarns, you get the different types of fabric. What is rearing? Question number 21. Rearing of animal includes day-to-day care, selective breeding and the raising of animals. So selective breeding and all done to get a better quality of the product. So that's why rearing of animal includes day-to-day care. You have to take care of the animal. You have to do selective breeding and you have to raise them properly so that they are healthy enough to give you the desired product which you want. You got a good quality of hair, and from silk you want silk from silkworm, so you have to take care of them so that you get a good product. What is meant by reeling the silk? The process of taking out threads from the cocoon for use as silk is called reeling the silk. So please take down this definition of reeling the silk. It is taking out threads from the cocoon, so which can be used to make silk. That is called as the reeling of the silk. Now here's a worksheet for you based on the question answers which we discussed just now. So I'm just reading it out for you. You have to try this worksheet in your notebook. In the form of worksheet, you are going to write name and date. And first you will start with filling the blanks here. Wool is obtained from the dash of sheep or yak. Second one, silk fibers come from dash of the silk moth. Third one, yak wool is common in dash and dash. Silk fibers are made up of a dash. Fifth one, dash and dash found in South America also yield wool. So you have to write down in a similar manner in your notebook. It's a worksheet which is based on the question answers which we discussed just now. These are additional questions. So it's just a kind of revision for you. Next, true or false, the fur hair on the body of camel is also used as wool dash. So you have to write the answers for this. Caterpillars should be collected with bare hands. Weavers weave silk threads into silk cloth. Dash, true or false, you have to write along with the statement. For obtaining silk, moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk thread. You have to state whether true or false here. Female silk moth lays one egg at a time. You just have to mention here with the help of the statement. You have to write the statement and the answer true or false. What do you mean by occupational hazard? What is cocoon? Where does angora wool come from? And what are silkworms? So this is a kind of worksheet. You can give yourself a test for this worksheet. Once you have written question answers, additional question answers in your notebook, you take down this worksheet as a test for yourself. You go through the chapter, you go through the question answers, and then try, without looking the answer, you try these answers by giving a test to yourself. Thank you. Here we end with the session. See you next time.
Animal fiber, wool. Fibers are used to make yarn, which in turn is used to make fabric. Fibers obtained from plants are plant fibers, while those obtained from animals are animal fibers. For example, wool and silk. In this video, we will talk about wool. Some animals such as sheep have thick coat of hairy fibers on their body. It is called fleece. The question is, why do they have such a thick coat of hairs? Reason is simple. Fleece traps air. Since air is bad conductor of heat, therefore, heat does not pass from animal body into surrounding environment. This helps to keep their body warm. We obtain wool from fleece of sheep. The clothes made of wool keeps us warm. Basically, the skin of sheep have two types of hairs, coarse beard hair and fine soft underhair located close to skin. Wool is obtained from fine underhairs of sheep. There are some breeds of sheep which have only fine underhair. If we select parents which produce only soft underhairs, then they give birth to a sheep which will have only soft underhairs. So, it is possible to produce organism with desired characters by selecting the parent of similar characters such as soft underhair. The process is called selective breeding. There are other animals too which provides wool. For example, yak wool is popular in Tibet and Ladakh. Angora goats found in hilly regions like Jammu and Kashmir provides Angora wool. Wool is also obtained from the hairs of goats. The underhairs of Kashmiri goats are very soft. These are used to make fine shawls called pashmina shawls. In South America, animals such as llama and alpaca provides wool. Angora rabbit also provides wool. I hope you have understood this topic very well.